It started with a charger, not lipstick on a collar, not a mysterious perfume, not even late nights at the office. Just a white phone charger, one he didn't recognize, tucked behind the living room couch. Ethan Walker, 39, wasn't the type to leap to conclusions. As a former military analyst turned data security expert, he was methodical by nature. He had built his life around certainty, code, precision, patterns. But that charger, it wasn't part of pattern. He let it go for a moment, a subtle shift. His wife, Danielle, had always been sharp, driven, and emotionally distant. Their 8-year marriage had grown cold lately, more transactional than romantic. She traveled often for her consulting firm, always on tight deadlines and client dinners. But now, Ethan started to notice the patterns. Her business trips extended by a day twice in a month. Her phone suddenly required a passcode. She showered as soon as she got home. And then the voicemail. While working from his home office, Ethan accidentally clicked the Bluetooth audio on her phone instead of his. A voicemail played over his headset. "Hey, babe. Can't stop thinking about last night. You look so damn sexy in that dress." The voice wasn't his. And it wasn't just infidelity. It was comfort, familiarity, a relationship. Ethan didn't say a word. Not when Danielle got home that night. Not when she kissed him on the cheek and said, "You're quiet today." Not even when she went upstairs to rest. Instead, he turned on the same analytical mind he'd used in military operations. And for the next 6 weeks, while she played a little game, he began playing his. Ethan didn't rage. He researched. While Danielle slept, he quietly backed up her phone using the synced iCloud account she forgot he once set up. Every text, every photo, every location ping. He pieced together her affair partner's identity. Marcus Dale, 42, wealth manager, divorced, gym rat, the type of man who wore designer cologne and called other men bro. Ethan smiled at himself in the dark. The battlefield was digital now, and he was a damn general. Before launching his plan, Ethan needed to cut emotional ties and financial vulnerability. Danielle thought she was the breadwinner. She didn't know Ethan had been investing under an alias with assets tucked away in crypto, offshore accounts, and a silent stake in a friend's booming cybersecurity startup. One night, while Danielle was in Dallas for work, Ethan transferred $380,000 from their joint investment account, all remaining funds from their shared checking and savings, and liquidated a second property they co-owned, signed using her digital signature copied from their loan documents. Then he called a lawyer, a brutal, brilliant divorce attorney. He paid in full upfront through a third-party LLC. Ethan hired a private investigator, not to gather evidence of the affair. He had that, but to dig into Marcus Dale's history. The PI delivered gold. Marcus had a restraining order filed by his ex-wife, sealed but retrievable. He had a minor securities violation under investigation, and he was 3 months behind on payments for a luxury condo. Ethan packaged this information and mailed it anonymously to Marcus' employer and compliance department of the firm's regulating body. The fuse was lit. He prepared his exit like a CIA defector, opened a P.O. box in another state, rented a high-end, fully furnished apartment under a different name, changed all his passwords, locked down accounts, and rerouted all mail. He even staged a few quiet arguments with Danielle to plant seeds. "You've changed lately," she said once, annoyed. "You're not as emotional." He just smiled. "Neither are you." 3 days before D-Day, Ethan cooked dinner. Filet mignon, garlic mashed potatoes, and her favorite red. Danielle looked radiant that night, guiltless, gleaming. He toasted, "To us, no matter what the future holds." She smiled, clueless. "To us." It began with silence. Danielle came home from her latest conference to find the house unervingly quiet. No Ethan, no dinner, no music, just a single note taped to the fridge. "Hope your trip was productive. I've taken some time for myself. Don't wait up. E." She chuckled and rolled her eyes. "Melodramatic," she muttered. But her phone buzzed with an overdraft alert minutes later. Then another and another. She rushed to her laptop. The accounts were empty. Joint checking, 23 cents. Investment portfolio, closed. Savings vanished. Mortgage payments marked paid in full. and ownership transferred. Panic clutched her chest. This must be a mistake. She called Ethan's number, straight to voicemail. Again, text delivered but no replies. His social media, deleted. Work email, auto-reply. Even their mutual friends hadn't heard from him, or so they claimed. Danielle tore through the house. His side of the closet, empty. Drawers, cleared. His toothbrush, gone. Even the framed wedding photo in the hallway replaced with a printed quote. Revenge is not in my plans. You'll figure that out. The next day, a letter arrived from Ethan's attorney. A full list of the accounts, each legally signed off with Danielle's prior consent, her signature, her digital confirmation, her video messages attached. She screamed, tearing the letter in half, then noticed a USB drive taped to the bottom corner. Shaking, she plugged it in. Inside, screenshots of her text with Marcus, recordings of her moaning, whispering, I'm so glad Ethan's clueless. Even a clip of Marcus laughing, saying, Don't worry, babe. Guys like him never fight back. They just die slowly inside. Then came the call. Marcus's voice ragged and furious. Danielle, what the hell did your husband do? I got suspended today. My firm's compliance office has me under review. Someone sent them sealed legal documents from my past. My name is ruined. Did you leak this? Danielle couldn't speak. Marcus hung up. She collapsed to the floor as her phone lit up with new alerts. Property ownership removed from her name. Luxury car repossession notice. Termination from her job due to internal ethics concerns. Ethan had sent a copy of her affair to HR. And Ethan? He watched it all unfold on a secure server, sipping coffee from a new city in a new life. He smiled softly as Danielle's meltdown hit the news. She wanted freedom. He gave her emptiness. Danielle tried to run damage control, but her world was already on fire. Marcus had gone into hiding. His career in finance. Done. She reached out to his family, but they'd already heard rumors about the scandal and wanted no part of her. Her own family began whispering. Her sister stopped returning calls. Even her closest friends grew distant after her affair went viral, because Ethan made sure the world knew. He'd sent the footage anonymously to a viral gossip page, labeling it, Open marriage gone wrong. Watched his wife's karma unfold live.